So some people were requesting for the deck list for the Gren Maju deck that I took to the Brooklyn Regionals. So I guess I'll just go over it real quick. For the monster lineup, I played 2 Pankratops, 2 Ash Blossom, and 2 Ghost Ogres. For the hand traps, I felt that I wanted to have hand traps to play against, a lot of the decks that are going to show up, very obviously, but I didn't want to play 3 of either of them just in case it was in an unfavorable matchup, I guess. And I just wanted to have like a lot of versatility with it, so I went 2 and 2. And I played 2 Pankratops because he just seems like a very versatile card. And that's pretty much it, very straightforward. For the other monsters, I played 3 Borders. The Border is just a really good card. I'm trying to play like kind of stun-ish, so Border will buy you a lot of time, or it'll even help you win games. Very useful. And for the remaining cards, I play 3 for each of these. They're all very necessary in the deck, of course. Gizmek is great. Gren Maju is this is your boss monster, so why not play 3 and then 3 Eaters. For the spells, I played 1 Moon Mirror Shield, 1 Foolish Burial. Those are my one-offs. Foolish Burial helps you get to your Gizmek faster, so if I'm not drawing into a Gizmek, or even if I do draw into a Gizmek, I'd like to see them more often. And Moon Mirror Shield, so originally I was playing the deck with also Fossil Packy. I cut him in favor of the Dino Wrestler Pankratops, and it was kind of last minute, so I didn't have a replacement. This did come up, so if you Moon Mirror your Inspector Border, a lot of the time the combo decks might not have like an instant out to it, so it'll buy you a lot of time, and it'll help you swing over things as well. 2 ofs, I played 2 Duality and 2 Super Poly. Duality is great, but I don't want to see it all the time, and I definitely don't want to open with 2 Duality. Super Poly, I think I would have played 3 of them, but 2 is what I got my hands on, and I mean, in retrospect, like 3 Super Poly main deck is probably not great, but it's a really strong card in most matchups, and it definitely comes up. I actually won. I stole a couple games with Super Poly, but in particular, I think round 3, I played against Salamangrate, and he had the whole board set up to break mine, and the only thing that would have won the game for me is if I top deck Super Poly, and I top deck Super Poly. So that was that. And then lastly, 3 Potted Desires, mandatory for the deck. It's draw 2, and even if they negate this, it turns your Gren Maju into a 4K, and people aren't going to be able to deal with that very easily. Lastly, the traps. So for one-ofs, I played 1 Summon Limit, 1 Macro, 1 Warning. I'm playing the whole Solemn package, and Warning's just really good. Macro will help you. If you open Macro, you pretty much stop like, I want to say like 80% of the decks you're going to run into. Sky Striker, if they can't pop this Macro, they're going to have a hard time because they're not going to be able to build the graveyard up, obviously. And yeah, Macro is just really great. Summon Limit, I played 1 main deck. I originally built the deck playing 3 Summon Limits, but in playtesting I started feeling that 3 was not that good, and I wanted a little more versatility with the Floodgates. For the 2 ofs, I played 2 Compulse, 2 Heavy Storm Duster, and 2 There Can Be Only One. Compulse is great. Interruption for their plays, helps you get rid of like annoying monsters. Duster is great because I feel like we're gonna head more towards control this format, and main decking 2 Dusters definitely came in handy, especially against strikers or against like some of the other back row heavy decks. and there can be only one just super strong. Help me win a game against Thunder. Slows down Salamangreats until they can out it. Just a really great card. Everyone should know how good there can be only one is. So those are my 2 ofs. And lastly, for 3 ofs, I played 3 Strike, 3 Judgment, 3 Crackdown. So Solemn package, I played the whole package because I just felt like they were all good. Like I won a game in round 2 just because I opened like 4 Solemns. I want to say it was 2 Strike, 1 Judgment, and then 1 Warning. And yeah, just stopped everything he was able to do. And Crackdown is really good. Just wow, like this card is too good. For the side deck, my 1-ofs, I played 1 Ogre, 1 Ash in the side. Because some matchups you're gonna want to side in the 3rd one because it'll be a lot more useful in the matchup. Definitely came in handy a lot of the time. Compulse, Duster, Summon Limit, Imperial Order. I kept the 3rd one of these in the side because maining 3 didn't feel that good, but siding in the 3rd one would definitely come in handy depending on the matchup. The 2nd Summon Limit is in the side deck, just in case I wanted to see this. Maybe if I was gonna go first next game or something like that. And lastly, Imperial Order. You gotta do it for the striker players. So. And for 3 ofs, I played 3 Sphere Modes, 3 Dark Rulers, and 3 Evenly Matched. Dark Ruler didn't come up as much as I would like it to, but I still think it's a really great card. Sphere Modes are because my Nibiru's didn't come in on time and I didn't want to pay 20 bucks for the playset. Unfortunately, like this really didn't come up all day either. The one game that I drew into it, I lost that turn anyway, so. And then Evenly Matched was definitely like the best out of these 3. This came up so many times and it won me like a couple games. Evenly Matched is just great in general, I think. And lastly, my extra deck. So for the links, I'm playing Hayate, Unicorn, Cerberus, and Phoenix. The nightmares are because sometimes you'll crack down their monster, or sometimes you'll just want to like, you know, break some of their board a bit. So I felt like they were good. I definitely did bring them out a few times. I think Unicorn I brought out the least, but definitely these 2. And then the Hayate is it's kind of like a cheese, but if you crack down like a Sky Striker monster, you just turn it into a Hayate, and you could swing for 15 direct. So that's good. Other than that, so everything else is a super poly target. I played Violet Chimera, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, Titan, Diplexer Chimera, and Nether Soul Dragon. I didn't run into any zombies today, so this wasn't useful. I was hoping to run into Cyber Dragons, but I didn't. I still think this is really great because it's 2+ Cyber Dragon monsters, so in theory you could just break their whole board with this one. Titan, I never got the chance to bring this out, but I felt like, you know, you could take off 3 Thunder Dragons from the field. That's gonna be really plus. Lastly, the Diplexer Chimera and the Violet Chimera. Wow, that threw me for a loop. They're both chimeras. This is out to like Avermax, stuff like that, I guess. I wasn't really thinking about that at the time, but you know, after the tournament, I kind of realized, yeah. But yeah, this is just for like any 2 Cybers, and this actually won me a game. So Salamangreat is still really a popular deck, so I think you have to play this, at least one of them. And then lastly are the 2 ofs. I played 2 Mud Dragon, 2 Starving Venom, and then 2 Dragostapelia. Funny enough, like I don't think I ever brought any of these out today, or maybe I did once or twice, but I think these are the only ones I'd play 2 ofs because there's a good chance that you'll be able to bring them out more than once a game. And I mean, they're just really good. So yeah, that's it for the deck. And good Good luck to anyone that wants to take Gren Maju to another tournament. Peace.